Greetings everybody. Today we're going to go back onto the D2 S8 project, rebuild project. For those of you just tuning in, this car is a 2003 Audi S8. It was involved in a front end collision at an intersection about 2 years ago now. I hate to admit that, but yeah, it's taken a while for me to get around to finishing this. Just too many other things going on. So today, the main hang up on this car is I need to do the transmission service, and apparently a few of the bolts are somewhat stripped out on that. So we've got to dig into that today, and I'm going to try to get under there, and hopefully they're not too far gone where I can at least get a bit in there and then a vice grip on at the same time and get them to come out. I did actually purchase some new hardware to go in there, which I will caution you, if you buy that from the dealer, yeah, my side still hurts because I had to donate a kidney. It was truly a case of actual use devours income to just buy the little pan bolts, especially when you're in a pinch. But anyhow, fingers crossed, we can get the pan off, clean it up, put the new filter in, put the pan back on, torque it in the correct sequence, and then I can fill this thing with fluids. And part of the issue basically the reason I haven't done this and been procrastinating is because I'm standing against my toolbox right now, and the car is about a foot in front of me here. So, and I don't even have the front clip on this car. So basically it's in service mode. I'll flip this around and show you. So as you can see, I have basically everything new ready to go and bolt on, plug in. There's the front end over there waiting. And of course the toolbox is right here. Well, that's not a lot of room here. You know, I can... So the problem is, once I put the nose on the car, I need to be able to get it all done. I need to get all the fluids in it. I got to wrap it up, and it needs to be ready to rock, basically, because when it is on, I can no longer open these. And it's a little hard to work on a car when you can't get at your tools. So that's been honestly one of the biggest reasons I've procrastinated on this. But got some clean cardboard under there, and I'm going to crawl under, and it is actually not on those jacks. There are jack stands. That's just, I put jacks under there as added safety. But yeah, we're going to see if we can't get this pan off. You can see I've got a variety of the bolts in here already, and these are the decent ones. So let's do a little finger cross and see what we can do. So we have actually removed the 4 troublesome bolts, and they're not actually that bad. Some of them are worse than others, but I have some brand new ones to replace those, and then the rest of these are actually in fine shape, no problems. So the pan is off. I'm going to take it outside and clean it up a little bit and change the filter and start buttoning this back up. So success at last. So there's a little view of the S8 transmission without the lower pan, and you can see I'm going to pull this filter off of here once I figure out what size bolt's holding that on. But yeah, I'm going to do that right now. Okay, we have the new filter right here, and here you can see right there, but it had a sticker on the bottom, and the last thing I want is for that to get, you know, trans fluid all over, loosen up, and then go through the trans. So be sure to take that off. I'm going to use this plastic razor, then some Goo Gone, and we're going to get that completely clean, and this will go back in. So now that the filter is off, we can look at the interior, and you can see that's not actually that dirty, and the fluid that came out of this was not that dirty, so that's a good sign. Granted, it's only got maybe 35,000 miles on it prior to the accident. So anyway, no metal shavings in the pan. I'm going to go ahead and clean this up, and we can start reassembly. And a quick look at the inside of the oil pan after a little bit of cleanup. Literally just one can of brake clean, and then wipe this out really good. And you can see magnets are good. None of them were wearing sweaters when I removed it, so if you know what I mean, that's a very good sign. Need to find my gasket, and we'll start putting this back on the car.